I thought the team came out and played great tonight. It would have been nice to get 3 points and kind of secure that second place, but I like the way we're still pressing and pushing hard. Felt like there were just 1 or 2 opportunities in the second half that just came so close, kind of inches away from being able to take those 3 points home, and then we would have been in second place. So it's kind of a little bit of disappointment, but it's also exciting. First season, we're hosting a home playoff match. So you can't, going into the beginning of this season, everyone was like, well, maybe we'll make the playoffs. And then as the team just kept picking up steam, now it's like, okay, we're definitely in the playoffs.
It's reality.
It's reality. It's a home match. To have 71 plus in the bins, I mean, hopefully we can do that again for the playoffs. Just keep that momentum going. I think it was obvious that in the second half it was harder for the Toronto defense. The noise from the supporter section caused them to make some miscues, and really that's where that home match really matters for us.
And speaking of noise and all that, Michael Bradley, Jozy Altidore, every single touch that they had, they were mercilessly booed. What are your thoughts on that?
As a supporter of the U.S. national team, I was one of the ones booing them. I mean, they didn't get the job done in Trinidad and Tobago, and it's really disappointing for us to not have a World Cup to look forward to. So I think it was some U.S. fans taking out some frustration, and we just had our opportunity. I know some guys were cheering during halftime. We were checking the other matches and saw Clint Dempsey got a red card, and we were just like, oh, thank you. So I think it was just us, U.S. fans taking out their frustrations.
So on to the playoffs. We play Columbus Crew. What do you predict in seeing on Wednesday? We have our first playoff game ever.
I mean, I think we handled Columbus quite nicely twice already this season. So the nice thing is we're playing a team that we know how to beat, and I think that'll help us perform well in the playoffs. I look forward to us handling them appropriately, but it'd also be nice not having Perez tonight. I mean, having LGP out because of the yellow card accumulation, I think, hurt us a little bit tonight. He'll be back. Seeing Almiron come out was great. He looked like he hadn't missed a step. I don't know how cautious we want to be about. I don't know if we'll start him on this week, but it's nice to know that we have that ability to bring him out because he made a change in the game. You could see the press. I love Kratz, but Miggy out there, just he brings that speed aspect to the game that no one else can do. And him and Martinez, it's fun to watch them because they're both fast.
And they have this link. Yeah, it's like when Miggy first came on, he threads a through ball that is almost there, but they almost link up. It's one of those, like they have a telepathic link. It's one of those. On to the playoffs. What does it mean for this city to you to do so well in the inaugural season and get playoffs?
I think there are a bunch of folks that are still having the Super Bowl hangover, so I think having another playoff race, and then this city for years, I remember growing up as a Braves fan, and it was 3 constants in life in Atlanta: death, taxes, and Braves playoff baseball, and that's not been around for a while. The Hawks kind of get in and out. The Falcons will have some moments of glory, but for Atlanta United to come out in the first season and say, no, we're a playoff team, and it be expected now, because going into next year, I mean, we set the bar pretty high, guys, and next year it's kind of one of those, not only do we want to be in the playoffs, we want the Supporters' Shield, we want a U.S. Cup, something, but just to have that season 1 come out where you're fighting to be the second best team in the entire league going into the final match of the season. And a few weeks ago when there was still that glimmer of hope, we could have even won first. So that's exciting as an Atlanta sports fan after not having teams that are kind of up and down. I hope this team just continues an upward swing.